Okay, so this is basically what you gotta need. 750 milliliters of milk, 250 milliliters of sugar. You can use vanilla bean or like actual vanilla extract like I use. 6 tablespoons of cornstarch, 250 of 35% cream, 4 egg yolks, and 1 whole egg. Oh, and guess what? I made it with just 1 egg. Now that was only for the flan. We are still missing the crust, which I will say the following ingredients. You're gonna need 375 milliliters of flour, 1/4 teaspoon of salt. Man, that was bullshit. You're gonna need 1 tablespoon of sugar, 180 milliliters of butter, diced, of course, like the squarey one, 16 milliliters of milk, and 1 egg yolk. And of course one of these molds that I don't even know how it's called. Okay, so now it's the procedure. Okay, so in a saucepan you're gonna put in the milk, the sugar, the vanilla beans, or like I used vanilla extract. And then you're gonna set it to boil a little bit. After a little bit, you're gonna remove it from the heat and you're gonna cover it and you're gonna let it rest for about 10 minutes. In the meantime, you're gonna grab a bowl and you're gonna dissolve cornstarch in the cream. Then you're gonna add egg yolks, the egg yolks and the whole egg. And then you're gonna slowly mix it. And then you're gonna grab that and you're gonna pour it in our first mix. Now you're gonna put your temperature on full and you're gonna grab a spatula and you're gonna scrape the bottom of the pan until it thickens up. It might take a while and it may look like you're not doing anything, but you have to give it enough time until it starts to thick up. Like you can see in here, the density of the mixture is like lava. It looks similar like lava, so it means it's ready. Now you're gonna grab something kinda like this. You need a big surface that can carry water, and you're gonna fill it with ice, and you're gonna put the mixture there. After that, you're gonna set it aside, and let's better cover it just in case no fly wants to commit suicide and ruin your dessert. Okay, so that was the actual flan. Now we're gonna work on the crust. In a food processor, you're gonna pour in the salt, the sugar, and the flour. And lastly, the diced butter. Now we want to turn it on and let it mix it. Since my food processor was very small, I had to repeat this step. And I poured it all into a pan. Now you're gonna put in the egg yolk and the milk, and then you're gonna mix it with that thing that I don't remember how it's called. After that, you're gonna grab the mold and you're gonna squeeze the pastry into the mold. Because that's the crust. Then you're gonna let it cool in the freezer for 15 minutes or in the refrigerator for 30. We want to preheat the oven for 5 minutes at about 200 degrees Celsius. And if you're wondering who is that, that's my dog. She looks like a walrus, no kidding. Now we want to pour the flan into the mold. You want to clean up the excess so that it doesn't waste. Now what you want to do is you're going to smooth it so that it's on an equal level. Now with your oven still at 200 degrees Celsius, you're going to put your dessert and you're going to let it cook. You want to set your timer to 40 minutes. And after those 40 minutes pass, you're gonna reset your timer to 5 minutes, except with the temperature at 250 degrees Celsius. You should set it for at least 5 minutes, or at least when the top surface of the flan is slightly burned, as I'm showing right here. And well, that's basically how to bake a flan Parisien. Guys, I hope you really enjoyed this video, because it actually took me about 4 hours to make it. And it was pretty delicious. Today and at my breakfast I actually tried it and it's awesome. And you guys are awesome too. Hope you enjoyed it, hope you learned how to bake one. And I'll be seeing you in the next video. Bye bye.